Chapter 1. The Desolate Road. The night was a canvas of inky black. A desolate road stretched, no turning back. Wheels on asphalt, a lone traveler's plight, through shadows and silence, embracing the night. The road, a serpent, winding and bare, echoed whispers of secrets hung in the air. A weary soul driving through the gloom, in the heart of the darkness, impending doom. The hitchhiker stood, a figure unknown, by the roadside where the cold winds had blown. Their silhouette masked, a mystery untold, a story to share, of warmth turned to cold. The engine hummed, a hesitant purr, as the traveler pondered, should they confer? A choice to make, a fate intertwined, as the hitchhiker's eyes, with stories, shined. Through moonlight's embrace the decision was made, a passenger welcomed, shadows betrayed. The journey commenced, on that desolate street, where the rhythmic pulse of destiny beat. As tires rolled on the asphalt expanse, a dance with the unknown, a spectral advance. The hitchhiker's presence, a shiver profound, in the symphony of night, a haunting sound. Stay tuned for more chapters as the tale unfolds, where the hitchhiker's secrets and mysteries are told. In the silence of darkness the story takes flight, as the rhythm of horror grips the heart tight. Chapter 2. The Mysterious Passenger. The night air hung heavy as the protagonist navigated the winding road, its desolation amplified by the faint glow of the moon. Tires hummed against asphalt, creating a rhythmic beat that underscored the solitude of the journey. The hitchhiker's silhouette appeared, a mere specter on the side of the road, and the protagonist, propelled by empathy, decided to break the monotony of the night. The car door creaked open, a dissonant sound against the hushed ambiance. The hitchhiker, clad in shadows, entered the vehicle with an unsettling grace. Silence enveloped them, interrupted only by the rhythmic purr of the engine. As the miles rolled by, a quiet tension built, punctuated by sporadic attempts at conversation. The hitchhiker's responses were cryptic, their words a haunting melody that echoed through the confined space. The protagonist, unnerved but intrigued, couldn't shake the feeling of being entangled in an enigmatic dance with a phantom. The road stretched ahead like an unending rhythm, each passing mile a note in the symphony of the night. The hitchhiker's eyes reflected the passing streetlights, revealing a depth that hinted at hidden sorrows. The protagonist, caught in the ebb and flow of uncertainty, sensed a crescendo building, a revelation waiting to be unveiled. The hitchhiker's silence became palpable, a discordant pause in the journey. Then, in a moment of unsettling harmony, they began to share fragments of their past. The car became a vessel for whispered confessions, each revelation a beat in the unsettling ballad that unfolded. With each passing moment, the atmosphere thickened, the rhythm of the road merging with the disquieting cadence of the hitchhiker's story. A subtle shift occurred, and the air was charged with a palpable energy, an unseen force guiding the narrative toward an unknown climax. As the chapter concluded, the road ahead remained veiled in darkness, the protagonist grappling with a disconcerting request. The rhythmic journey had become a haunting melody, leaving the audience on the edge of anticipation, eager to unravel the mysteries that lingered in the shadows of the night. Chapter 3. The Unnerving Request. The night pressed on, the road stretching into obscurity. The hum of the engine was a steady heartbeat beneath the canopy of darkness. As miles blurred together, the hitchhiker, once a shadowy figure, began to reveal fragments of a troubled past. Each word hung in the air, adding weight to the confined space of the car. "You ever feel the pull of fate?" the hitchhiker muttered, a question laden with a quiet desperation. The protagonist, cautious yet intrigued, navigated the winding road as the hitchhiker spoke cryptically of a destiny intertwined with the supernatural. The car became a vessel hurtling through time, the rhythmic thud of tires punctuating the hitchhiker's unsettling revelations. Occasional glances at the rearview mirror revealed a face etched with pain, eyes reflecting a haunted history. The protagonist couldn't shake the feeling of being drawn into a narrative beyond the mundane. "You see," the hitchhiker continued, their voice a haunting melody, "there are forces at play we can't comprehend. Moments etched in the fabric of time, demanding resolution. The road ahead seemed to stretch into eternity, a metaphorical bridge between the ordinary and the unknown. The hitchhiker's request hung in the air, a dissonant chord in the otherwise rhythmic journey. An invisible tension pulsed, accentuated by the rhythmic flicker of the dashboard lights. The protagonist grappled with a choice, a decision that echoed in the quiet spaces between the hitchhiker's words. As the chapter unfolded, the car became a microcosm of conflicting energies, a rhythmic dance between the mundane and the supernatural. The reader, like the protagonist, found themselves swept along, unable to resist the hypnotic cadence of the unfolding tale. Chapter 4. The Vanishing Act. The night air hung heavy with an ominous silence as the car continued its journey into the unknown. The rhythmic pulse of the road beneath the tires created a hypnotic backdrop for the unfolding mystery. The hitchhiker, a spectral presence in the back seat, seemed to meld with the shadows. At times they vanished from sight, only to reappear with an unsettling whisper of wind. The car's interior became a dance floor for the ethereal, a rhythm of presence and absence. In the rear-view mirror, the protagonist caught glimpses of the hitchhiker's face, flickering like a ghostly apparition. The rhythmic play of light and shadow mirrored the disconcerting nature of the passenger. Is this real, or am I lost in a nightmare? The protagonist wondered, their heartbeat sensing with the eerie rhythm of the hitchhiker's manifestations. The road, once a monotonous path, now seemed to ripple with otherworldly energy. Strange symbols appeared on the asphalt, glowing faintly in rhythm with the hitchhiker's cryptic tales. The car, enveloped in an unnatural ambiance, became a vessel, traversing the boundaries of reality. As the hitchhiker's narrative deepened, the rhythmic sway of the vehicle intensified. An unseen force seemed to guide its movements, as if the very road conspired to carry them toward an unknown destination. The protagonist, caught in the undertow of the supernatural, clung to the steering wheel with a white-knuckled grip. The chapter unfolded like a spectral waltz, with each paragraph a step into the surreal. The rhythmic beat of suspense quickened, building to a crescendo as the car hurtled forward, propelled by forces beyond comprehension. Amidst the rhythmic chaos, the protagonist grappled with the disconcerting reality that the hitchhiker's vanishing act was just a prelude to a larger, more malevolent performance. The dance with the unknown had only just begun, leaving the reader eager to unravel the haunting melody of the story. Chapter 5. Revelations in the Darkness. As the car pushed deeper into the night, the rhythmic hum of the engine became a steady undercurrent to the unfolding revelations. The road, now a ribbon of uncertainty, wound through an otherworldly landscape that pulsed with an eerie energy. The hitchhiker, a spectral guide to the supernatural, began to disclose the nature of their unsettling request. Each word was a beat in the symphony of the unknown, resonating with the protagonist's growing sense of dread. In the fabric of time, the hitchhiker whispered, their voice weaving through the air like a haunting melody. Our paths intertwine with destiny. I am bound to a task that transcends the mortal realm. The protagonist, gripped by a mesmerizing combination of fear and fascination, listened as the hitchhiker painted a tapestry of a world unseen. The rhythmic cadence of their tale echoed through the confines of the car, casting shadows that danced with every syllable. The car became a vessel, sailing through the chronicles of the supernatural, its rhythmic motion carrying the protagonist deeper into a realm where the laws of reality bent like a distorted melody. Visions and whispers intermingled, creating a dissonant harmony that echoed in the protagonist's mind. You see, the hitchhiker continued, we are tethered by a shared destiny. There are forces at play beyond our comprehension, and our fates are intertwined in a dance of cosmic proportions. The road ahead seemed to stretch into infinity, each twist and turn syncing with the hitchhiker's revelations. The protagonist, now a reluctant participant in this otherworldly ballet, grappled with the weight of their involvement. The rhythmic tension peaked as the hitchhiker unraveled more layers of the supernatural tapestry. The protagonist, caught in the haunting rhythm of fate, realized that the journey was not just a physical one but a metaphysical descent into the heart of a cosmic symphony, where the crescendo of revelation awaited in the darkness ahead. And there you have it, the first part of our supernatural odyssey. But don't go anywhere just yet. In part 2, the stakes are higher, the mysteries deeper, and the horror more intense. If you've enjoyed the ride so far, give us a thumbs up, share this video with your fellow thrill seekers, and subscribe to stay connected with the unfolding nightmare. Join us in the next installment as we plunge headfirst into the heart of darkness. Until then, keep those lights on and brace yourselves for the second part of our American horror-inspired tale. Stay spooky.